The fourth project for this class is creating a basic 16 drawing walk cycle. This is normally the first thing you learn in animation, but I have left this for the fourth project because it can be one of the toughest things to do correctly. Walking is basically a process of falling forward and catching yourself before you hit the ground. Normally we lift our feet off the ground just enough to fling them forward. This is to keep ourselves from falling just in time by putting our foot down in front of us. All walks are different. No two people walk the same, but there is a basic walk cycle to get you started. There are 4 basic key poses to any walk. The first one is a stretch or stride pose. This is where one leg is out in front as far as it's going to be, and the other leg is as far behind as it will be. Note that the arms work in the opposite way. If the left leg is in front, the left arm is back, and vice versa with the right leg and arm. This is to help us keep our balance. For our first key pose, let's start with Norman's left leg forward, his right leg behind, his right arm forward, and his left arm behind. Our second key pose is called the cross or passing pose. In our illustration, Norman's left leg is pretty much straight under his body. His right leg is high enough so his foot clears the ground. Both of his arms are almost straight down, so the left arm is hidden behind his body. The third key pose will have the stretch with the legs in the opposite positions. That is, Norman's right leg is now forward and his left leg is behind. His arms are also opposite from the first key pose. His left arm is forward and his right arm is behind. The fourth key pose and final key pose is the cross with the legs in the opposite position from the first cross pose. Norman's right leg is now almost straight under his body, and the left leg is raised high enough so that his foot clears the ground. His arms are again almost straight down, so we don't see his left arm. When these 4 key poses are mapped out on a walk cycle, it is fairly easy to see the cycling effect. From the first stretch, through 3 in-betweens to the first cross, through 3 more in-betweens to the second stretch, through 3 more in-betweens to the second cross, and then through the last 3 in-betweens to the first stretch key pose. Voila, a 16 drawing walk cycle. Do note that there should be a drawing for every number in this illustration, but because there would be a mess of drawings making it very hard to see, every other in-between has been left out. You should have a total of 16 drawings, with the last in-between, number 16, going into the first drawing again. The illustration from the previous slide has the positions stretched way out. In reality, the little Normans should be bunched up so that his feet are aligned with the heels and toes matching up as he walks. You must pay careful attention to this, or Norman will skate across the screen as if he was on ice. Your assignment for this week is to draw a 16 drawing walk cycle using Norman. He only has to walk one complete 16 drawing cycle. You do not have to have him walk from one side of the screen to the other. Use the Norman model sheet and layout for size and drawing accuracy. When you're finished, upload your pencil test, one of your drawings, and the first page of your exposure sheet.